In GIS, the most important component is to disseminate your results or your analysis. So, in other words, you are going to make a map and either using into your presentation or making a brief or publishing a research paper. So, you want to be a nice map. So, in this exercise, I'm going to show you how to use ArcGIS Pro map layout to prepare a nice map. So I have the data sets already there. And because the session is to focus on the map layout, so we will start a new layout and we will be planning to start for a manuscript point of view. So I'm going to be set the map size based on my data set and the shape. So I'm deciding to pick 6.5 by 6.5 inches, and that is the shape. So maximum width we need 6.5, and length height could be adjusted according to the content you have. So I'm going with 6.5 initially to see how it will go. That okay. So once we have the like the layout, so we need to insert the map. So here's the map frame. Here you can see I have two different maps. One is the main area of the provincial boundaries of the Balochistan district, province, and I have another one which is regional map in case if you want to use to show the location of the Balochistan in a larger context. So these are the two maps which I already have. So I will start with the first one and insert the map frame and for the map which is our main area. So I will use the full extent of this page. So that will be our base, the main map, which we will use as a base. And now I'm going to be set the map, uh, adjust the map area. So the here the most important thing which normally people overlook is they try to be leave a lot of empty spaces on your map layout. This is the main purpose of the map layout to show the map and some like the pattern or the information you have it. So try to use the maximum space you have to fit the map into it. So now I will go to the try to be use the full size. Okay, so let's try another way. So we can try to increase like a little bit change in the scale. So let's go to the set the million. So it's a zoom in a little bit. We go with the 6 million. So it's kind of if I go to the layout and use the activator, now I can pan this map where I want to fix it. Okay. So now the strategy is if I want to use this upper area for some information legend or insert map, I can use this area. I can use this area. So I have to be strategized how I want to use it. But still I can see you can see the small area is going to be problematic. So we need to be change this a little bit more on our side for here. Okay, so now it looks like we have the map. It's a nice, so where we have the both maximum space we have. We have another thing which we can use if we want to increase the size within this area. We can change that rotation of that. We can rotate the map and try to be more diagonal, so we can have a little bit more a better scale. But I will stay at this stage here, and then I go back to close activation. So I my area is now kind of fixed here. So now the second step is if I want to use a regional map to just link with it. So I will use the map frame again, and now this time I go to the regional map, and this window is I'm going to be used to use for that area. Okay, so now once we have this regional map, and again we need to be set the some proper. So I'm going to be 12 million. See if the need a little bit more, maybe the 20. So we go to the 20 million. Okay, so we can see the a little bit regional levels. Okay, and then if I stay a little bit, I will zoom out. So let's see. Okay, so now this is the area. Kindly, we can just like go with that. So let's try to fit this area too. Can zoom, and I want to be show a little bit this area because this is okay. Now that's fine. Going back, activation close. So now the next thing is using the extend indicator frame. So we need to be set. We like if this map is active, so we need to be show the extent of this map on our map locator. So this is the way you can see this area. So there's two different ways to show the extent of this map, either this way or the way I use it basically to display. So I can turn off this one. Here's added as a frame. Actually, I can remove the frame. I don't want to be. I just want to showing you there's the option if you want to do that. So you can include that. So let me turn off the. Okay, yeah. So I'm just using this shaded polygon inside it to contextualize those things together. Okay, so next thing is our main map. I want to bring the legend. So let's go to the map legend, and now we need to be use the very first option, which is a kind of standard option. And now I need to be draw the window here, and now it will give me all those areas which I don't really want all of these. So I can turn off those areas. So this map is basically, let's go to the, yeah, so I will show you. I think that's the last one. Okay, and then I can use the further the properties to see. I don't want to see the word legend inside it. Then I don't want to be use the. Okay, so let's go to the journal. So if I go back to this and then select the properties, so now I have the option to choose not to include the layer name. I just need a total like this heading, and now I need to deal with the text size. So here we need to be used normally 10, or maybe let's go to 11. So 11 is the text size, and then we have further different option to be adjust with the size of this window. So if you see this size, could possibly change the the size of the text. So this is basically when you want to be dealing with this. So you have to be adjust what exactly you want to make the changes when you want to do that. So let's try this one. So this here adjust column and font size. So they have a different frame. So you can adjust the frame size, but the column, your font size will be accordingly. So we have different options to choose depending on how you want to adjust um, that like the if you want to do the manual, so you can do this one here. But let me one do one more thing. This one will be go for the minimum as well. So we have the actual font size and our main, so will be the same. Okay, so the next thing is if I want to be include the count of the district, so they have different ways. Let's explore how to do that. So we have the properties. I can use a little bit width smaller. I don't want to use too many. Show the feature count. So that's the way I can see the number of polygons inside the by the categories. So Okay, so these are the few things you normally do, and then the north arrow is like, those things are. You can place north arrows wherever you have the space, and the scale bar is important. I want to be highlight the important things is you need to find your own type of the scale bar. So usually I go with the kilometers, and I draw that scale bar in the properties. I usually try to be stray within a like no division, single line, and then label will be single label, and then round it up if you want, and then have the values if you want to set. You can set those values too. So I don't want to be see too many uh, like the intervals between them, and then you have like very large kind of like this visible size. So these features like the north arrow, scale bar, and then some other features including those dynamic text. So if you want to be including something like the location of the file and the time or other informations, you can add those one. But these are the information which is like not like visible, or the when you look at the map, it should be the focus of your map. So that's why when you will be including those things, you can try to be like place them. They are not the main location of the map. So this is a way like you can include those few things, and then finally when your layout setting and all those places are there, so what you can do, you can need to be exported. So now export is basically for the mapping purposes. You want to see where you want to export this map, and then you want to be going for, let's suppose this is my location. I can use this folder, and then, yeah, the layout one. And okay, so the quality is important. Most of the journals they want like at least five, like 350, 350, 300 to 400 DPI. 350 is normally going, but I am on the safe side. Go for the 500 DPI. So whatever the journals you want to decide. So this picture resolution like will be sufficient to be submitted anywhere. So then I usually choose JPEG. That's my more convenience, but you can go whatever the process you want to be using. So once you export this map, so now the main thing is how you want to test this map into your Word document. That is the main thing is, so you need to be take that map and include into your Word document, and that will be the scale you want to see. So the scale will be if you want to go to 101. So this will be the reading for that. So if any font is not sufficient, like the size is not sufficient to read those letters clearly, so you can decide whether you want to increase the size or not. So I usually go with the testing on this because normally we're not printing the map. We just believe it like when we do a 101, so it means this map is readable. So that is the way I would normally go for map layout. There are a lot of things in that in the map layout. When you see, if you have a same map you want to use multiple times, and how you want to be the same map. So because usually the alignment is issued. So there's so many things which I think we'll discuss with you guys in the next video. Thank you very much for watching this.